Forget what you think you know about Hapkido. Man, forget the graceful flowing demonstrations where a compliant partner is effortlessly twisted into a pretzel and gently laid on a pristine mat. Forget the old masters who, with a flick of the wrist, seem to possess an almost magical power over their students. On the other side, forget the cynical dismissals from modern combat sport athletes who claim it's all useless, flowery nonsense. Both of these images are cartoons, simplified and distorted. The brutal truth of Hapkido's effectiveness on the street lies somewhere in the messy, unpredictable, and often ugly middle ground, a place most dojos rarely visit. The real question isn't whether Hapkido works, it's what works, when, and how it must be trained to survive the chaos of real violence. Hapkido, a comprehensive Korean martial art, offers a vast and sometimes overwhelming curriculum. At its heart, it is a system built on three pillars: strikes and kicks for creating distance and disruption, joint locks and manipulations for control and submission, and throws or takedowns for unbalancing and grounding an opponent. Its core philosophy revolves around the principles of water, circle, and harmony, using an attacker's momentum against them, redirecting force rather than meeting it head-on, and blending with their energy to achieve control. In theory, this makes it ideal for a smaller person. It promises a sophisticated solution to a primitive problem. But the street is not a dojang. It is a harsh and unforgiving environment where theories are violently tested. Let's start with the foundational tools Hapkido provides. First and foremost are the strikes. Not as specialized as a boxing jab or a Muay Thai roundhouse, Hapkido possesses a wide array of strikes designed for close quarters combat. Palm heels, knife hands, elbows, knees, targeting vulnerable points. Unlike sport-focused strikes aimed at scoring points, many Hapkido strikes are designed to disrupt structure, disrupt vision, disrupt balance. For instance, a palm heel to the chin is not just about causing pain. It's about snapping the head back, breaking their posture, creating an opening for a lock or a throw. These strikes are the art's primary line of defense and its most reliable entry into its other techniques. Next, we have the joint locks, the intricate manipulations of the wrist, elbow, and shoulder, kwanjoji, exploiting the natural limits of joints. A well-applied lock can force an attacker to the ground, disarm them, or hold them in compliance, using leverage and anatomy to neutralize a threat without permanent injury. Finally, throws and takedowns Deonjigi, ranging from foot sweeps to hip-based throws, taking the fight to the ground on your terms, often flowing from blocks or strikes using their momentum. Together, these form a complete system. A strike can create an opening for a lock. A failed lock can become a throw. A throw can lead to a pin or a disengaging strike. The problem is that a textbook answer isn't the same as applying it under the immense pressure of a real assault. The value is not elegance but durability under chaotic, non-compliant pressure. The gap between training in a dojang and fighting on the street is a vast and dangerous chasm. Most Hapkido schools rely on pre-arranged drills and compliant partners. Extend the arm, hold it there, react predictably. It's an essential first step, but a terrible way to prepare for real violence. In a real attack, nobody holds their arm out. They swing wildly, grab, pull, resist with every ounce. The choreographed dance breaks down instantly. Sport training offers a lesson. Boxers don't learn on stationary targets, they spar. A trained partner tries to hit and avoid being hit. A live training forges timing, distance, and execution under fatigue. Many Hapkido schools lack this element. Without pressure-tested sparring, techniques stay theoretical and brittle, and will likely fail in the real world. We practice on clean, flat mats. The street offers broken pavement, slippery surfaces, curbs, walls, darkness. A spinning throw that looks great on a mat becomes suicidal on wet concrete. A delicate finger lock is nearly impossible with cold, wet, or blood-slick hands. Street violence is messy, multiple assailants, sudden weapons, crowds. One-on-one control focus can be a liability. Perfectly controlling one person can get you kicked in the head by others. Training must simulate chaos, force quick decisions, disengage, and prioritize survival over technical perfection. The goal isn't to win, it's to get home safely. There are no referees, no padded floors, no guarantees. A real fight doesn't follow a script. It's adrenaline, fear, and flailing limbs on unforgiving surfaces. Wrist locks are the bread and butter of many Hapkido schools, but they're often misunderstood and misapplied on the street. In the dojang against a compliant partner, they feel like a superpower. With the right leverage, a small person can control someone much larger. The pain is immediate. The control feels absolute. That creates a dangerous illusion. Reality, applying a wrist lock in chaos is extraordinarily difficult. Wrists are small, mobile, hard to grip, especially slick. Most attackers won't let you hold their wrist. They'll yank explosively. A real attacker is not just a wrist. They're punching, kicking, headbutting, trying to take you down. Focusing on a small joint while ignoring these threats is a recipe for disaster. A wrist lock is not a one-move fight ender. It's a momentary opportunity to seize in a fraction of a second. They have a place, but it's specific and contextual. Best as a follow-up or transition. Example, stun with a palm strike, then the disorientation buys a split second to secure a quick breaking lock or takedown. More viable in grappling or clinch, when you already have control rather than snatching a wrist out of thin air. On the street, I never go hunting for a wrist lock, but if I've got a guy pinned against a car and he's fighting my grip, his wrist might present itself. It becomes a tool to finish the control, not to start it. Effective training reflects this. Drill against active resistance, pulling away, trying to strike apply quickly and explosively, or abandon in transition if the moment is gone. It's a problem solver for specific situations, not a universal solution. The principle of redirection, or yuanhua, is one of Hapkido's most elegant and appealing concepts. The idea is not to meet force with force, but to blend with an attacker's energy and guide it to harmless space or power your counter. A looping punch is guided past as you step offline, unbalancing and exposing the back. It promises sophistication, intelligence, and timing over strength. In demos, it looks fluid, effortless, almost magical. However, the street shatters beautiful theories. Dojang redirections are against committed, telegraphed, singular attacks. Real violence is short, choppy, unpredictable, often a flurry driven by rage. Trying a subtle circle against rapid jabs and hooks is like catching raindrops in a thimble during a hurricane. Success depends on reading intentions and momentum skills forged over years of alive training. Misjudge timing or direction, and you eat the punch. The margin for error is tiny. A hard, simple block less elegant is often more reliable under extreme stress and sensory overload. It's not pretty, but it works. Redirection isn't a failed concept. Make it practical. Small, tight parries that move the attack offline by inches while you simultaneously counter-strike. Active defense block and strike is durable and functional. It's less about effortless grace and more about brutish efficiency, which is exactly what the street demands. Okay. Train the small redirection under pressure until it's automatic. Hapkido's throws and takedowns present powerful tools that carry significant risks on the street. On a padded mat, a well-executed throw is a thing of beauty. Hip throw, sacrifice throw, decisively ending a spar. Move that same throw onto concrete, the ground becomes a weapon. Safe on mats can be lethal on pavement. Head hits pavement, concussion, skull fracture, even death. You may survive the assault and face manslaughter charges. The throw that saved you could destroy your life. Uneven or slippery surfaces risk the thrower. Intricate footwork needs a stable base. Gravel, wet spots, unseen curbs can steal your footing at the critical moment. Sacrifice throws are particularly dangerous. On the street, you're falling onto unforgiving ground with another body crashing down. Reevaluate throws for self-defense. Shift from high amplitude to quick, safe off-balancing. Favor foot sweeps, ankle picks, basic trips that keep you standing. If a larger throw is necessary, treat it as last resort and throw them away from you to create distance, not down with you into a ground fight. Use takedowns to break structure and buy seconds to disengage and escape. On the street, efficiency and survival beat aesthetics every time. More important than any single technique is the context in which violence occurs. Effectiveness isn't absolute, it's situational. Terrain, number of opponents, presence of weapons, and the legal framework. Hapkido offers options, but the wrong tool choice is like driving a screw with a hammer. Training must obsess over context as much as technique. In a confined space, there's no room for wide circles. Fights become clinches, short-range strikes, elbows, close-in joint manipulations become invaluable. In open areas, manage distance, move laterally, and use kicks to keep opponents at bay. Train against walls, in corners, on stairs. Context changes technique. Most techniques assume one-on-one. A controlling wrist lock or taking someone down becomes a fatal error when others attack from the sides or back. Shift from control submission to survival escape. Create a moment, eyes, throat, a hard shove into another attacker, then break contact and run. Evaluate techniques by how fast they allow disengagement. Weapons change everything. Many defenses are stylized. Knife defense is a desperate low percentage gamble. Primary goal, escape. If not possible, control the weapon limb at all costs. Adapt locks for trapping with explosive aggression. Accept you may be cut. Train to fight through injury. Context is not a detail. It's the framework that determines success or failure. Given the gap between traditional training and street reality, is Hapkido a lost cause for self-defense? Not at all. The art contains a wealth of functional principles. The problem is how it's commonly taught. To make it brutally effective, adapt the methodology, forge it in pressure, resistance, chaos. Strip to functional components, sharpen what works, discard the purely aesthetic. The single most important adaptation is alive training sparring. Test skills against resisting partners. Start specific. Wrist lock while partner pulls and strikes. Progress to grappling only. Then full contact with safety gear. Here you learn timing, distance, pressure. Fancy multi-steps fall apart. Simple, direct, powerful basics prevail. Sparring is the laboratory for testing what works. Cross-train to shore up weaknesses. No single art has all answers. Train striking boxing, Muay Thai build footwork, head movement, power. Train grappling wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, improve clinch and ground. Infuse scenarios that mimic street realities. Disadvantage starts pushed to a wall, grabbed from behind. Drill versus multiple attackers, marking knives for honest feedback. Run drills in low light and on uneven ground. This builds physical skill, mental resilience, adaptability, and decision-making under adrenaline and fear. Don't abandon Hapkido, add tools to the toolbox. Create a well-rounded, adaptable fighter. So, where does this leave Hapkido? Is it the overhyped, flowery art critics claim or the underrated, complete system its proponents believe? The honest answer is that it is neither. Hapkido is not magic. It is not a myth. It is a toolbox, its value defined not by the number of tools, but by the skill of the person using them and choosing the right tool for the job. The art has immense potential, often unrealized by outdated methods. If training is forms, prearranged drills, and no sweat skills will likely fail under real pressure. In that context, it's overhyped and a false sense of security, a dance that mimics fighting without the chaos, pain, or resistance. But if an instructor hones leverage, redirection, close-range control, and forges them with alive, pressure-tested training, the art becomes a formidable self-defense tool. Integrate sparring, focus on high-percentage techniques, cross-train, drill realistic scenarios. Hapkido can be brutally effective. Joint locks become quick breaks. Throws become efficient takedowns. Strikes set up everything else. In that light, it's profoundly underrated. Responsibility falls to the practitioner. Do not blindly trust technique, test it. Do not assume your art is complete, seek other disciplines. Do not train for the dojang, train for the dark alleyway. Hapkido is a rich framework, but only a starting point. The path to real-world competence is paved with sweat, humility, and relentless resistance. The art will not save you. A well-trained practitioner saves themselves. Support our YouTube channel. To support the channel, comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. To receive notifications about future content, select the post notification bell. If you want to stay with me, choose a video on your screen and we will see you there. Thank you.